What's happening, fellas? Hopefully everybody's off to a great start on their Friday. We're going to run through some MLB DFS stuff, MLB DFS stuff for Friday, the 25th of September, and we will see how tonight goes. And what can only be described as a very potential wild slate, with it being the end of the year like this.
Yeah, you put it nicer than I was going to say. I was going to say a shit show. So thank you for your eloquency. Only a couple more days left of MLB, so let's take advantage of it.
Yeah, not to reiterate a couple of things, guys. The NFL video is already out this week, so it's up there for anybody to look at. We did an overlay play of the day that is being, I don't know how much we had to do with it, but it's being pushed hard in the other direction. So the point total that we liked is going the wrong way for us to want to keep betting on it, but it means a lot that it probably says something good for our pick earlier in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when that happens. That means we got good lines. I'll always take losses better when I know I placed a good bet.
All right, guys. As far as overlay goes, we keep bringing up this deposit promotion that we have running with them. If you have not played on them yet, go create that membership, make an initial deposit, screenshot the deposit, send it to us so we can give you a free membership of the DFS 5-pack. All the different deposit links for the memberships are up here. $50 deposit, 2 weeks, $100 deposit, free month, $500 deposit, free annual membership, $1,000 deposit, free lifetime membership. Only went 1-1 yesterday, which has been a bad day so far, but looks like a license to print money. We are here to help. Go take advantage of overlaydfs.com. All the packages for us are up on the website. Sub to the channel if you're new to it. Thumbs up is appreciated. So one of the guys that we have earmarked from a pitching perspective today is going to be a guy who helped us out a lot last time he was on the hill. That's Chris Bassett of the Oakland Athletics. We broke down the Athletics on the members only video today. It is amazing that they have one of the best records in baseball considering how bad their offense has been all year, but that's a testament to how good their pitching has been. And Bassett in home games has an ERA under 1 this year. I think you might be muted.
I was on mute. Sorry. We both kind of got each other on Bassett last time out. It was really good. He's looked really good for his past, I don't know, half dozen starts, especially in his last 3. He's always been a guy that's been better at home, that's played out this year. We respect Seattle. I assume that means to say we don't fret them. And I agree with that. We do not fear them.
Fear them.
Fear them. Yeah, we do not fear them. I don't know why I thought fret. We don't fear them. We have acknowledged that Seattle's got some pieces we like, but it's still a good spot for Bassett. Most of those guys that are good for Seattle are right-handers. Very affordable at 7,900. On a slate full of good pitching options, he's my favorite guy at 7,900. I like him a lot here. Don't care what his ownership is at all.
What do you think it will be? Any idea?
What do I think it will be? I think he gets love, but I don't think he's like chalk by any means. I think that there's guys up top that people would rather roster. I think that he's, somewhere around 15 to 20%, somewhere around that.
I feel good about him having a full length today, too. I don't know why that is either. Called a gut feeling on this one. There's a lot of pitchers I worry about their pitch count today. I'm not overly concerned about his, but again, I could be wrong on that one. There is no exact science on that.
Agreed.
All right, going to talk about a couple of bats now. Take a look at the Miami Marlins first baseman, former Brewer, Jesus Aguilar. Look, we don't want to pick on Hap. Hap is pitching really, really well. But this guy's got way too much power for someone who's seen the ball well right now. 7 for his past 16 with a couple of dongs out there. Great park for power, and he's only 3,100.
Yeah, you asked me to send you a couple guys, and this wasn't a lock. We didn't even talk about him on our members-only video, but when I started doing a little bit more research after we got done and was looking to see how hot he was, also a guy that we know is good against left-handed pitching. You don't have to spend up on 2 elite pitchers tonight, especially with question marks on how long they're going to go, but that's certainly in play. And the guy with this type of power at 3,100, you can roster in any type of roster construction. You said it. We're not stacking against Hap, but we're not afraid to use a guy or two against him. And Aguilar is a nice piece at this price point.
Next up, your favorite player, Jose Ramirez, hot right now. He's got 6+ DK points in 9 straight games with 4 20+ point performances in there. Guy's got huge power and speed, and you keep mentioning that he's pushing for the EL MVP. Doesn't sound like he's going to get there, but he's doing whatever he can the last couple of days of the year to probably try to get to that 300 batting average. Not impossible. He could get to 20 home runs, which could help, get him a little bit of hardware potentially.
Right. I don't think he's going to get there either. I think Abreu and Bieber are probably ahead of him, and maybe Voit, but he's going to be somewhere in that top 4. And again, he's making the push. He looks on fire right now. And we also know this is a guy that when he gets hot, as we know from a couple years ago, there's not many guys better in baseball. So the Indians are letting him do his thing. They want him to get this MVP award, at least make that push for it. He's a high price spend up option. I don't even love the Indian stack, but I love him as a one-off.
All right. Next up, Atlanta Braves. So, like most nights, unless they're facing Jacob deGrom, the Atlanta Braves are wildly in play. Dansby Swanson is a guy from their team that he gets a little bit underappreciated, a little bit lost in the shuffle with some great players out there like Marcell Ozuna, Ronald Acuna, and Freddie Freeman. Even Ozzie Albies tends to get more attention than Dansby Swanson. Having another solid year, 9 home runs, 800 plus OPS. So kind of hot right now, too. 58 DK points over his past 4 games. And Atlanta is one of the more desirable spots this evening as far as who they are going up against, the park that they play in at home, and something that you pointed out. You like how they're all business right now.
Yeah, they're all business. Last year, after getting knocked out early by the Cardinals, they firmly thought they were the better team, so they're on a mission this year. I was just thinking about that when you said Atlanta is like always in play for DFS purposes. Man, that's true for every single sport, right? You got the Falcons, the Braves, and the Hawks. There is no city better for DFS than Atlanta. That holds true here tonight. Swanson's a guy we've talked about recently a couple times. Has been priced at over 5K, now all the way down at 4,100. Is finally getting going, at a very good time before the playoffs. He makes a lot of sense tonight.
All right, last up, the flip side of that game is going to be the Boston Red Sox, a team that let down everybody last night. I mean, I had a couple of their guys in my main lineup, and they were all close to 50% ownership. And I think they totaled 4 DFS points between the 3 of them or whatever it was. So it was not pretty in the slightest. So that could affect their ownership just a smidge today. They are in one of the better spots in paper because there's a lot of good pitchers on the slate that you don't want to go after. The guy that I might be most interested in the cash game format is going to be Alex Verdugo. Very consistent contributor, very fair price tag, and say it with us for one of the last times this year, a cog in the machine type of play. He's not a huge upside guy. He doesn't have monster power. He doesn't steal a ton of bases. He's capable of both, but doesn't do a ton of either. He just finds a way to contribute almost every single day. He's a very good hitter.
The only thing I disagree with here is that I'm sure at one point before the season ends, I'll find a way to say that again. So
I said one of the last times.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he just looks rock solid here. I agree with all your points. Like the idea of going back to Boston here, even if you don't want to sell your soul and stack them. Verdugo looks really good leading off at this price point. Again, we talked about like Avisel Garcia last night, who was cheaper, not having as good of a year and not as good of a spot, and the potential to see 5 at bats. Well, Verdugo is that same guy here, so I like him quite a bit.
All right, guys, drop a like on the video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you guys later on for some more information.
Thank you.